Okay, so what we're going to do is questions 18 to 21. And so what I did was to work out that Nigel wins. I've done one, take away a third, take away half on my calculator, and that gave me a sixth. And then I just filled out the table as you'd expect. The question says is that someone wins the match. As soon as they've won one game, they've won the match. And they want to know the probability that Boris wins the match. So, well, there's three ways he could have done it. He could have won straight away. He could have drawn and then won. Or then he could have drawn and then won. So I've represented those three ways here, which is Boris wins straight away. Boris draws the first game, wins second game, draws, and then Boris wins third way. Well, I got a half because, actually that half is wrong, isn't it? It should be a third, so let me just change that. That should be a third, sorry. So that's a third, which makes this incorrect. That's a third. And this one is a half, okay, times a third, which is a sixth, so that's good. And then a half times a half is a quarter, and a quarter times a third is a twelfth, okay? So if I put those things into my calculator, just quickly do that. So a third plus sixth plus a twelfth. It's be 7 over 12. You can see that there. 7 over 12. So my answer is 7 over 12. Okay. Next question. These are quite easy if you have practiced them. And to work out velocity, we differentiate the distance time graph. ds dt is equal to velocity. Regular numbers differentiate to nothing. This gives us 18t to the power 1. And this gives us minus 3t squared. So I'm going to write in here just 18t minus 3t squared. Here we're going to work out acceleration when find when the acceleration is 0. So to work out acceleration, we differentiate the velocity. And so 18t will go to 18. Okay, and this will give us minus 6t multiplied by the original power, reduce the power by 1. And they want to know when that equals 0. So I'm going to solve the equation. When does this equal 0? If I move the minus 6t over to the other side, it becomes positive. And if I divide by 6, I get t is equal to 3. Okay, so next question is intersecting chord question. And all you need to know is that times that 10x is equal to 3 times 15, which is 45, which gives us st. Oh, hang on, I'll be a little bit careful here because, look, it says qt is x. So q to t. Oh no, that's no problem actually. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, sometimes you need to double check that they haven't asked you something a little bit different. I was thinking maybe they asked us for q to s. I think there's 4.5. That's 2 marks. Okay, with this one, this is definitely a level 8 question. Okay, and so I have to imagine not a certain number, the x counters. And 7 counters are blue. What's the probability of getting a blue counter the first time you take it? Well, there's 7 counters out of x counters. That's 7 out of x. But crucially, okay, he does not replace it. So I'm going to get 1 less counter the next time I take it. And also there's going to be 1 less blue because I've taken a blue. So the probability of getting a blue the next time is 6 over x minus 1. Now, all of this I've just put in for detail, but you're really only interested in the blue-blue scenario. So I've just multiplied these two fractions together, and I get, multiply the top to get 42, multiply the bottom to get x squared minus x. To make my life easier, I've written 0.2 as 2 over 10. Remember, they told me that the probability of blue-blue was 0.2. And then I've cross-multiplied. So 10, 420, and then 2x squared minus 2x. And then I've rearranged in a quadratic, standard quadratic way and divided by 2. And that has given me the thing that they wanted. Then this next bit is really just factorizing. Okay, you could use the formula, but it's quite clear. They haven't asked for 3SF, which is normally clear that you're supposed to use the formula. And I've sort of shortcutted the looking for the 210. Remember, if you're coming towards the end of the exam in a bit of a hurry, you could kind of give yourself a little hint by going 5 with 3 for equation, and the equation thing here, and I put in my coefficients, which were 1, -1, and -2, 1, and 0. Okay, and if I press equals, I get the answer -14, and the answer 15 and -14, and that really should have suggested to me, remembering that's the opposite, that I get these brackets. But you do need to show this. Now you're not going to get -14 counters. Okay, so the final answer is 15.